Here I'd like to show you how you can clear out a chunk that is not just a square. It's pretty simple. For each part of this, we're going to just do that, and then you can add more. Now we have all these selections. We'll shift all of them down. In this case, 2. A means all. And because I want this to go down 30, 2, I'll expand it by 30. And now selection clear area. As for the settings I use, these are the settings. Allow inventory true, allow parkour true, blockReachDistance free, break from above true, buildIgnoreBlocks, spawner, bedrock, beacon, emerald block, lantern, short grass, torch, tall grass, and ladder. You just add whatever there with and separate each one with a comma. buildInLayers is true. goalBreakFromAbove is true. itemSaver is true, very important. That way if your pickaxe is about to break, it won't destroy it, it'll switch to something else. layerHeight is free, so as you can see, it's removing the layers by free. layerOrder is true, that helps it to go from the top down, which along with the other option that turns on layers is important. And then these two are not important, but smoothLook true and smoothLookTicks 6 just kind of makes the whole process look more human, I'd say, as opposed to how it would look with a bot. But I'll show you with the smoothLook off. So it is a little faster now. So that's just optional. It will keep going until it reaches the bottom here. To create this circle in the first place, I just selected a big rectangular region. It's not actually a perfect square. It's kind of a oval, shorter on this side, longer on those sides. That was actually a mistake, but it's okay because I still have enough space to build what I'm intending to build in here, which is a gigantic mob grinder, which will have a water elevator to raise the mobs up to the middle. As well, there will be mobs falling from above. They should all get concentrated into a middle area where they can be killed for experience. And I should hopefully have enough space too for an item sorting system. There is a 16 size sphere exclusion zone around the player. Here we go. So that sphere in the inside is the area where I can have the killing area plus the storage. And the area around it, the bigger sphere, is the area the mobs will spawn in. And as you can see, there is some extra space. That doesn't really matter though. The despawn radius is quite bigger, but it's only inside this big sphere, between the small sphere and the big sphere, that all the mobs will spawn. This is a mob spawner that is optimized for 2v2t, which is pretty much like vanilla, except the mobs spawn closer. If anyone is curious to see a water elevator, here is how a water elevator works. This, with a little fence thing here, will pull the mobs up into here. There needs to be a empty spot in here so that the water can go that way, and the mobs will just go along the water here and get pulled up and then sent to the top. Most likely I would have a channel going through here to that water elevator, and then the other ways it would just, all the mobs just come sideways, fall into the middle channel and get pushed up into the elevator, which will then be in that, taking them all to the kill zone. Baritone doesn't have a way of automatically stashing the objects, so usually what I do is just type P into the chat to pause it, and I go run off towards the chests and store all of the items in the chests. This is not a huge chunk that I'm doing at once. It's a fairly small area, so I'm just going to wait till this is done because I'm not so worried that these items will despawn. And then once it's done, I'll just run up there and then I'll run back and grab these things and run up there again. Then I can start on this final portion. I hope this has been helpful for demonstrating how to mine out chunks with Baritone and to deal with a shape that is not just a square.